how many of you grew up playing with Lego? Just as, did you play with Lego when you grew up? Okay. How many of you grew up playing with cement? Okay, you from South Africa, it doesn't count. So the reason I'm asking the question is our next speaker works for basically the biggest construction materials company in the world. It's more than 50,000 employees. And the reason I think this is interesting is it's one thing to hear Peter talk about Lego, because most people respond to Lego and say, well, people grow up playing with Lego, they're passionate about it, I understand why a community would gravitate to it and want to play and work with them. It's something else entirely to make the same things work for construction materials like cement, right? And yet, when I first saw the work from a company called Cemex, I was sort of stunned. Actually, a lot of what this panel just talked about, they did very successfully and are doing, continuing to do internally. And one of the things that was most interesting to me is they actually, and I think you're going to see the graphic, have a very beautiful graphic showing the evolution of the last point, which was a very small group, slightly bigger group, and larger group as they grew within the company and recruited more people into their community. So I'm going to invite up Miguel to tell us about what they've done with Cemex and Shift. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, good afternoon. My name is Miguel Lozano. I'm Innovation Director at Cemex. My background is about information technology, and we started almost 3 years ago a very interesting journey about to innovate through collaboration. So today I will share our experience and what we designed at the strategy of this project and what are doing right now, what kind of results we already achieved. So it is a 30-minute presentation. If you have any question, please just ask. And we have a break after my presentation. So if somebody like to talk about something specific or some additional information, it will be my pleasure to talk with anybody. Okay. Please. Thank you. Okay. So let's start just a brief overview about Cemex. As we just mentioned, Cemex is a global building material company. We have presence in more than 50 countries worldwide, and we are close to 47,000 employees worldwide. We are in Europe, on Asia, and America, and we have also a very strong, a very big operation here in US. We are focused on 3 main building materials. It's about cement, ready mix, the concrete, and also aggregates. The aggregates are the material used for the concrete, for the construction of buildings and additional materials used on the construction business. It is a chart to show the size of our company. We are the number 5, talking about the cement capacity, the production of cement. We are the number 1 on the capacity of production of ready-mix. We are the number 1 player in the ready-mix concrete in the world. And we are the number 3 talking about the aggregates, just behind Heidelberg and Lafarge, one of our biggest competitors in the world. So let's start to talk about our experience. As I mentioned, we started with this project 2 years ago, and I think the most important about our journey is it isn't just a project of a group of people in the company. It is a project with the sponsorship of the executive committee and the president of the company, and it's very related with the transformation of Cemex. Cemex started with the growth of the company, start to being an international company with a very centralized operation. Most of the decisions take place in Monterrey, Mexico, when we have our headquarters. And we started transformation to being a as a first step, being a multinational company where we start to replicate operational units on the biggest markets and the biggest countries of our company. But at the end, the goal of our transformation process is to become a global integrated company. Why? Because we really believe that the best people must be in charge of the processes and the activities and the functions, the key functions of the company in the place where they are. So we are moving from a very centralized company, taking decisions in one place, to a global integrated company, taking decisions where the people who know about it is available to take it. Part of this integration process of become a global integrated company, it is also to facilitating the coexistence of the different generations of people in our company. As I mentioned, I'm a IT, information technology people, but my team is a small team. I'm talking about just 10 people, but there are marketing and communication specialists working with me. Why? Because one of the first steps when we decide to start with this journey, with this strategy, was to try to understand our audiences. And it's very important to know what is important in the personal way and in the professional way to this different kind of people. Because the baby boomers and the pre-baby boomers, they have different goals, so they are looking for something different to the new generation, to the people on the generation X and the generation A. Why? So that's why it's very important to understand what they are looking for in the professional way. And we have strategies to try to reach all the audiences, but also we decide to define some specific activities and tasks better related with each one of the generation of employees working in the company. Also, this transformation to being a global integrated company, it's very related with the practices of the people. It isn't just about to start with a new project and start to tell to the people, the collaboration is great, we will achieve better results if we start collaborating, etc. They need help and they need to know about the practices and what to do in order to be more collaborative and get benefits of being an integrated company. So part of the deployment of our strategy was the definition and the documentation of what kind of practices we like to implement in the company. Also, there are a very strong component with the technology. At the end, we are not implementing a technology or a platform. The technology is just a facilitator in order to improve the people to use the collaboration tools. The difference between other companies implementing social business network in an enterprise is we integrate a lot of solutions and technologies together in a very transparent way. We are using blogs, we are using wikis, we are using self-service multimedia like YouTube, etc. But the most important is, as I mentioned, other companies are doing it also, but we integrated it on a very easy to use platform, and we work every 2-3 months. We continue implementing additional tools in order to facilitate the use of the collaboration and the concept of innovation inside the company. And the last component, and it's very important, and I just mentioned about how to engage the people to work on this kind of project, are the motivators. Every employee in the company has different kind of motivators. If we like them to be part of the project, if we like a sponsorship with them, it's very important to give to them global visibility. If they are putting something valuable for the company and for this project, the people must to know who put it in the table, and we need to recognize every participation and every valuable thing they are putting to this kind of project. So it was very important for the success of our project to bring and to publish the most important contribution of the people to the concept of innovation through collaboration. So then, after this introduction, what is our concept of innovation? We are in the first phase of this project. We are innovating based on principles of collaboration. It is about to reach every employee in the company worldwide and take advantage of the knowledge and the experience they have. Why? Because we're facing very challenging times. You know, the reality we are living right now and the past year with the economy. We need to be more efficient, and we need to take advantage of the experiences of every employee in the company worldwide. We are building for the future, and we are preparing for being more agile and a more productive company, taking advantage of all the talent we have in all our operations worldwide. How will we achieve this strategy, this concept of innovation? We are doing it in a very basic way. We are innovating by the result of the adoption of new collaboration practices, and very simple practices, but very different in the way we use to have in the company. For example, talking about a very simple way of introduce yourself, and we are talking of a component of profiles, when people have the capacity and the ability to share his own information. I'm the owner of my profile, so I can share what kind of experiences I have. I can share what I am interested about, and what is the value and the experiences I can share with the rest of the community in the company. It is about also to engage, and that is related with tools in order to get in contact with every employee in the company. And it is about also to have an easy way to find the right people to get help to solve any specific problem in any place in the company. It is about to have a central place to create information, and create information in a very simple way, not talking about very complex documents, PowerPoint, Word documents. It is about to create in an easy way, like a wiki page, to create information using wiki technology. It is also to have a central repository of the information when the final documents and the final version of the documents are available for every employee. And if some employee leave the company, quits the company, we don't like to have the problem of where is the information of this employee. It is about a concept of have all the information in a central repository. And as you know, when you start to create and centralize information, there are a lot of documents, and sometimes it's very difficult to find it. So it is very important to have the feedback of the people about how to recommend some specific document. If I'm looking for some information related with the ready-mix business, I will find a lot of documents, but the most valuable the people will recommend, and they will vote about it. And I will find which one of all the documents related with the ready-mix business are they are already more valuable for the people. There is also additional task about to track projects, to join the concept of a community, to have a group of people related with some challenge, with some business unit, with some project, working together in a concept of a community, and to have the capacity to visualize the results of the process and the progress of this kind of project. And as I mentioned, there are also a very important activity related with our strategy, and it is the recognition and the motivation to the people. So there are a component in our platform related with the awards, and it is how we are recognizing the best contributors and the people generating value inside our community of collaboration. And also it's very important to identify what kind of feed of information is valuable for every employee. So we have the capacity, like for example in Twitter, you can follow some specific people. Here you can follow the people and all the information related with that employee, but also you can follow some specific thread, some specific topic of information. So you don't need to go to the community to check out if there are updates in the document you are interested. It is just about to start to follow this document, and if there are any change or any update, you will be informed about it. As I mentioned, and it is part of our strategy, it's very important the marketing and the communication we define to push this project in the company. We decided to create a brand, and we named our project, our innovation through collaboration project, Shift. And Shift is related with the transformation of Cemex. Shift is to move forward, to change the way we used to work and to do things in our company. We define a brand, a colors, and we start a communication campaign worldwide in order to share with the people what we are trying to do with it and what is the value we are looking to achieve through the concept behind the Shift project. So then Shift is an internal collaboration tool. Behind the tool, there are a process definition and new practices about how to do things and how to collaborate in the company. We have, as I mentioned, most of the social network tools you already know. For example, you see in Wikipedia, you see on Twitter, you see on Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, etc. It is part of the collaboration tools we integrate in our Shift platform. And also, it is an innovation system because we are pushing the concept of open innovation. We really believe the people have a lot of ideas and a lot of valuable information. So our platform also is idea management platform to get feedback from the people, to get ideas and to try to solve or achieve some specific requirements or challenges of the company. As I mentioned, it isn't just about a platform. You need to have the sponsorship of the top level of the company. The advantage we have is the executive committee and the president of the company are behind this project, but also you need to engage the people on strategic topics for the company. These are 9 global initiatives working on a community design using the Shift platform. As you can see by the name of each initiative are very related with the strategic topics for Cemex. There are one initiative, for example, value proposition is very related with the way we take care of our clients. The construction 21st century, it is related with the new technologies we will use for the construction of the next century. The alternative fuels is related with the way we are using energy to produce our cement and how we are being more efficient with the environment. Also, for example, promote development and sales of new ready-mix is related with the way we define the commercial, the production, and the sales of our ready-mix concrete. Giving to you an example of the advantages of and the speed of the development of project using the Shift platform, we released 6 months ago our first global brand of ready-mix. We tried in the past to coordinate the people to define a global brand, to have one global specific ready-mix product with a worldwide strategy behind the marketing, the commercialization, and the use of it. Until we start to work with the Chief platform, we achieve to have the first global brand of ready meats, and we start to sell it 6 months ago with really great benefits and value for the company. And the project was developed in just 3 months. It is a record for us because we are a very big company, and projects like that take 2, 3, 4 years to be developed. So the community and the use of the Chief platform are giving to us a lot of speed because we are reaching all the people and the right people to take care and to focus on this kind of projects. It is a screenshot of our platform. It is just one of the screens of the kind of information we have. As I mentioned, we integrate a lot of components, so the people just need to log in to one place, and they will access to all the information and all the tools available through the Chief platform. Also, they will have the capacity to look for information from other people and also to select what kind of data they like to look in the daily way they work on the platform. And it is not just related with the professional information or the information from Cemex. We also give to the people the possibility to include personal information. So in the same place as they look for Cemex information, they also can take a look to his own Facebook account, Twitter account, YouTube, etc. So it's a complete integrated place when they find everything they need in a personal and professional way. You know, and it's happening in the internet, and it also is happening with the social network, with Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, etc. You can define just one strategy and think it will work for all the life of all the time of the project. You need to continually analyze the information and what is happening inside the communities and inside the business network. So we work on this kind of graph. We are not using some specific tool. You can find tools to do this kind of graph as freeware on the internet. But it is very important because we can find what kind of topic is the most important in some specific moment in the company. If our president share some information related with the strategy and the objective of 2012, we can follow what is the reaction of the people inside the communities and inside the Chief platform because of the message of the strategy for 2012. Also, we can follow the people being evangelists of this concept, people who brings another people to start to use the collaboration tools. Also, we can find what kind of project have the most of the people working on it, and if there are additional conversation starting because of one of the projects they are working on. So the message here is very important to continually take a look of what is happening and who is doing what thing inside our collaboration network in order to take decisions and in order to be sure if we are doing the right work on the definition and the strategy we are implementing at some specific time. But we are looking with it. At the end is, as I mentioned on the strategy, to be more agile, to be more close to our clients, suppliers, co-developers, and try to get the most of the benefits of the knowledge and the experiences of every employee in the company worldwide. So this is, in in a brief way, our strategy and what we are doing with the implementation of our internal business network. This is my contact information. If you have any question or you would like to have more detail about it, you can send my email. Also, I'm on Twitter. And we have on the corporate webpage, we have a section with information about the Shift project. It is cemex.com/whatisShift. You will find there most of the information I just shared. And also there are some papers, and we are right now working on updated, some papers about the benefits and the tangible business value we are getting with implementation of this business network. Okay.